As the temperature drops and winter is fast approaching, it's time to show some love to our four-wheeled companions. In today's video, I'm diving into some essential pre-winter car prep to ensure that my car keeps running perfect through the colder weather. First things first, let's pop the bonnet to make sure the engine is ready to take on the cold. The colder weather can really affect your car battery's health, so make sure you check it so that your car starts every single time without worry. I checked mine's all good. The next thing that I need to check is slightly different to most cars, as I recently changed the clutch. Now I found it's still not going into gear perfectly, and I think that's because I didn't put in enough gear oil. So I popped down to Halfords, got some more gear oil, and this time I need to make sure the car is perfectly level before I top up the gear oil, as I think that was my problem the first time around. If you want to see how an idiot like me could change a clutch, click the card in the top right now. With the car perfectly level, the next thing I need to do is remove the filling cap so I can put some more oil in. To do that, I need an 8mm Allen key. The best way to get to this is by going under the car, and you can see the filling cap is right here. So under the car we go, put the Allen key into the hole, and just with a little bit of force, it should come undone. With the fill cap off, it's time to top it up with some fresh gear oil. Now the gear oil comes with a handy filling tube which I'm going to shove into the hole, and I'm going to use my dear friend Gravity to help me get it fed into the engine. And if Gravity wasn't enough, I'm also going to give it a little bit of a squeeze for a helping hand. As I take it out, you can see it's starting to dribble out, and that tells me that I filled it up to exactly where it needs to be. Once it's done dribbling, I'll just put the fill cap back on, and then that should have hopefully fixed any problems I had with it not going into gear. Don't forget, when working on any oils on your car, make sure you clean away the excess with some brake cleaner. So I live in the south of the UK, and here we don't actually get that much snow. But when it does, or it gets a bit icy, one, I have a heated windscreen, and two, most of the roads are main roads, so they don't get too bad. But if that's not the case for you, you're going to need some winter tyres. What I did, I changed my front tyres because the tread was getting too low, so now I have fresh tyres and I don't have to worry about getting grip. The only thing I really have to worry about at this point is making sure that all of my fluids are up to the maximum fill line so that I don't run out. Starting with the engine oil, using the dipstick, you can see that my engine oil is between the two little dip points, so I don't need to top up the oil, but I will need to give it a change when I next do the service. The next fluid is my coolant. Now in summer I did top this up with just some normal water, but obviously as we get below freezing point, I need to make sure my coolant doesn't freeze. Now I tend to buy my fluids in the concentrated version, so that way I can mix my own ratios so that it's perfect for what I need, and it tends to work out more cost effective as well. So just make sure your car is level and then top it up. So with my coolant and screen wash both topped up, I now need to focus on making sure all the lights on my car work. So to do this, I turned on the lights, did a 360 of the car, and what I noticed was that my rear license plate lights weren't working. So I've ordered some new ones, let's get them changed. Now this is actually really easy to do. All you need is something small enough to fit in that tiny gap at the side of the light so that you can undo the clip and get the housing out. There we go. So yeah, it's literally this clip you need to push out the way with an Allen key through that little hole, and then you get access to it. Now if you twist, that should come straight out. Now the reason these died is because they have no protection from the elements. I bought these cheap LED ones off the internet, and instead of buying some proper ones, again I've just bought some cheap ones because I have no money, but these ones hopefully have a protective covering that will protect them from the elements. So to check it's working, I need to turn the car lights on, and look at that, I've installed both of them the wrong way around. So to fix this, all I need to do, pull them out, flip them around to make sure the positive and negatives are the correct way around. It's really hard to tell which way around it is, you just have to trial and error it. But I got there in the end, getting them both installed. Hold that bit in. Click. With that satisfying click, it's now time to show you what it looks like in the dark. Now I think that is looking a lot better, but let me know what you think down in the comments below. So that was everything that I needed to do to get my car ready for this winter. For those that watched the accessorizing my girlfriend's car video, I did change the rear wind deflectors. They were the wrong way around. They now look a lot better. So thank you for whoever told me in the comments on that one.
There we go.
So make sure you get your four-wheeled companion all ready for the weather ahead. But that is it for this video. If you did enjoy, think about checking out some of my other content, give this video a like and subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads.